嗨，大家好，我是 Bob。我从02年开始就在多伦多从事电工材料的采购和销售，期间结识了许多优秀的电工朋友，和他们一起合作，完成了许多电工项目。在这个频道里面，我主要是和大家一起分享这么多年来电工材料的采购、安装和使用心得，以及一些电工朋友在安装这些材料时候的喜怒哀乐。
Okay, so obviously we don't have any voltage, we don't have any current, so we're going to have zero energy. Okay. The other thing you can do from here is you can go in and you can actually reset the kilowatt hours if you want to. Because usually people don't want that built into the meter because you don't want people resetting your kilowatt hours. So what we did is you have to do it via here. Okay. That's on here or not. So if you go down to reset, okay, and then you can go in and reset whatever you want to reset. Okay.
This setting parameter can be saved to a file, right?
Yeah.
Every meter you can save it.
Yeah, once you've done this, it automatically saves it. So once you've done a meter there, if I look into offline, this will always be there. When I close it and come back in again, it'll always be there.
You can reload it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's not a big deal. You can just add a meter and you can
Yeah.
do it that way. Or
So
you can
if
do
you have 10
manual
meter
connection. Yeah.
you can do a one file and then load.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
For this kind of meter, can you do like a sub-metering system? For example, I have a plaza, I have a 10 commercial unit. Each unit 100 and 600 volt.
Yeah, when we do
You
something
still
like that.
use this kind of unit?
Yeah, so you're going to have these ones here, but we have it's called the UWP. It's like a data concentrator / web server.
Okay.
And what that lets you do is have technically up to 100 meters
Yeah.
into it. And that way you just go in with a web browser to view what's going on.
Okay.
And you can add the meters to that, and it'll actually show you the energy consumption on each of the units.
Okay.
And then you can look at the voltage or whatever on those units as well.
Okay.
So we do a lot of systems that, especially for people that have assembly factories.
Yeah.
We had one that was making insulation for walls. I think they had 60 or 70 meters. And the competitors had this giant software package, which was, I think, $15,000 just for the software package. With ours, there's no software you have to buy. The configuration software for the data or the web server is free, and it has the built-in monitoring software in it. Okay, so you don't have to. And what a lot of other companies do is they sell you the software, but you have to buy the data back. So they charge you for the data.
I explained to them we can use
Yep.
this later, because
Yeah.
normally we buy from Levton.
Yeah.
It's like a big cabinet inside. You have to put
Yeah.
10 to 12 sub-meter,
Yeah, it's a different sort of thing. So this one here, you can get this Measurement Canada
Yeah.
sealed. So if you're doing it for billing, we can supply this with a sealed meter. And then if they already have billing software, they could probably import this into that system as well, because
Yeah.
it uses Modbus, and that's pretty common.
Okay.
Okay, so it'd just be a matter of a different register. That would be the only difference. So it'd be easy for them to upgrade for that. But if you have a system where the guy just wants to look at each of his units to see who's using how much energy, the UWP is a simple solution for doing that. And it just gives you a little graphical interface, and it shows you the consumption, and you can mouse over and see, okay, this day, and this day.
Okay.
What you can also do with that is have it send you a report. So you can have it send you a monthly report. So it'll tell you the energy consumption on each of these units, and you'll get okay. And then it'd be up for you to put that into a bill. Okay, we're not going to generate the bill. We're just going to tell you your consumption.
Okay.
Okay. So I think you'll agree this is a easier way to do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, especially if you're making a lot of them. But it's quite doable with this, because you're only going to change the CT ratio and the Modbus address and the system type anyways in almost every system you ever do so. Okay. And again, 3 pages from this, and that's really all they need. Yeah. Okay, so that's the other thing on this one. If you wanted to, if you just want to do a simple recording, okay, I have to connect first, but you can actually connect to this and go record, and it'll record at a faster rate than we normally log. So like every second you'd get a reading. Okay, so if you just wanted to know how it was changing over time, you could do that under recordings on here. Okay. Okay, so this software is free of charge. If you have anything that requires wireless, we have a system here that uses the UWP, and it's a little module that we hook into this one. And what it does is it uses a communication, wireless communication called LoRa, whatever you want to pronounce it. And line of sight between this and ours, it can be like 1 kilometer, like quite long distance. And if it's for a building, it can actually go quite good penetration through walls and that. So we have one in our office, and then we have 3 units in the back that we're monitoring wirelessly like that. The other option is we can do, if somebody already has their own LoRa network. So if you look at a city and that, quite often what they do for water meters is they have all these water meters and that using LoRa. And all they do is put it in, and they has a wireless communication, and then it goes to their system. We can do that with this meter as well. I would suggest if you get into a situation like that, you just contact us and we can help you do that. But again, if you have any wireless type applications, we can do something for that.
Okay.
And again, it doesn't matter which meter of ours you buy, they all will go into our UWP. So.
Last time you showed me one equipment you can hook up with RJ45, right?
Yeah, the other one we have is, again, this is not the only meter we have. We have probably the broadest range of meters on the market. So if you want something with a Modbus TCP, you could put one of these meters, and again, you could configure it with this software. And the
Does this has its interface with RJ45? No.
This one doesn't use Ethernet. No, this is strictly Modbus.
Modbus.
Yeah.
And the BACnet.
Modbus and BACnet, but only the RS45. If you want BACnet or Modbus TCP, which is Ethernet, then it would be a different meter.
Okay. Yeah. This is the most economical one.
Yeah, this is one we sell a lot of it because it has the Measurement Canada approval.
Yeah.
And it's a simple little meter. You just snap it on DIN rail.
Yeah.
Unless you want to mount it on the front of the panel, we sell this as one of our main meters that we push. Yeah. That and the WM20 and the WM15. They're the 3 main meters that we normally sell.
The square one.
Yeah, because quite often they want to mount in the front of the panel.
Yeah. 它上次给我们看的那2个 flash mounted 的那个。
Yeah, so anyone that's doing building automation systems and that, quite often they want BACnet. And with our BACnet meters, they're BTL, which is BACnet Tested Lab.
Yeah.
And they're certified BACnet. So quite often if it's not certified BACnet, even though it has BACnet communication, they won't allow you to use it because it has to be tested. So if your meter's got BACnet but it's not tested, what you end up having to do is put a tested gateway in there, which just makes it more and more complicated.
Yeah.
So if you had a bunch of these meters and you wanted to use BACnet, but you wanted BACnet IP, which is the Ethernet version of that, we can go from here into our UWP, and the UWP connects to BACnet Ethernet as well. So there's lots of different different ways we can handle stuff. Yeah, again, from this thing it's too complicated. Always say if you get the opportunity, just let us know. We can tell you what you'll need.
好了，这期视频我们就讲到这里。如果你喜欢我的视频，或者觉得我讲的内容对你有用，请按红色订阅按钮，并按小铃铛。如果你有什么问题或者建议，请在下面留言，我会尽快答复。也许我们下期视频的主题会因你的问题而产生。谢谢大家。